well, we're going to go ahead and get started. I like to call this class public speaking, or I like to call it little orators. And little orators is just a fancy term for saying public speaking. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, and then you'll be able to tell me a little bit about you, and then we'll go a little deeper into the public speaking classes. Okay, so we already started with welcome to little orators. I've already kind of told you what that means. That's just a fancy term for saying that you are going to be wonderful, wonderful public speaking kids. That you're going to be able to, by the time we're finished working with you, you're going to be able to articulate yourself and just have a great time with speaking, okay? So to start off, I want to tell you a little bit about me. I have been doing speech, debate, and competitive drama for 20 years. I started off doing it actually in high school myself. I competed into various things like debate and drama. And I went on and decided I wanted to teach that. So that's what I do now. I have a minor in theater too. So if you see me getting a real dramatic with a little stuff, that's because that's my acting coming out. And I have two boys. One is 12, Isaiah, and to the left. And then the upper left is my oldest, Courtney Jr. And so that's my husband. We've been married. And my birthday is coming up. I'm very excited. January 23rd will be my birthday. And my favorite thing in the whole entire world is Disney World. Any of y'all been to Disney? Raise your hand if you've been to Disney. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. I love Disney. My kids love Disney. My husband loves Disney. That's all we do is Disney. So which one? I go to the one in Florida. Anybody been to the one in Florida? Cool. What about the one in California? All right, wonderful. I've never actually been to the one in California. I definitely want to go and try it out, but I just love going to the one in Florida. So that's a little bit about me. Now it's your turn. Okay, so we're going to start one at a time. I don't know who's going to be willing to volunteer, but I just want you to tell me your name, your age, grade, brothers and sisters, and what's something that you like. Hey. So we have a volunteer. Look like Sean wants to go.
My name is Sean. I'm 10 years old and I'm in 5th grade. I have I have a brother and 2 sisters, and I like playing video games.
Well, Sean, thank you. Very nice meeting you. We're going to ask you to mute now, and we're going to move on to our next wonderful student. Which one is it going to be? Okay, let's try Evan. Evan, since you're at the top of my screen. Let's go with Evan, and everybody else mute.
So my name is Evan. My age is 9, and I'm in 3rd grade. I have one brother that is 6-year-old, and I like swimming, baseball, and basketball.
Wow. Wow. Well, welcome, Evan. Thank you so much for sharing. All right. Harry, you're next.
Okay, so my name is Harry, and my age is 11. I'm in 5th grade, and I have one brother who's 13. I like music, art, and sports.
Wow. Music, art, and sports. All right. Last but not least, Princess Sophie. Tell us about yourself.
My name is Sophie. I'm 11 years old, and I'm in 6th grade. I have no brothers or sisters, and I like horseback riding.
Horseback riding. Sophie, I've never been on a horse in my life. Wow. Well, Sophie, so nice to meet you. So nice to meet all of y'all. And what we're going to do is move on to the next thing, and it's kind of like our class norms or class expectations for when we're in this class. So I'm going to stop right here, and we want to respect everyone. We don't want to say anything that's disrespectful or anything. We want to be nice. It's very important. I really believe in being nice to one another and encouraging one another. So there's going to be times when we do speeches in here, and when you're finished with the speeches, we're going to clap for our classmates. We're going to encourage them because, you know, I don't know if you're aware of this, but public speaking is the #1 fear among adults. I mean, they fear it more than death. There are some adults that would rather die than deliver a speech. So you are very brave to take on this endeavor. And so that's certainly why I really want everybody to treat each other kind, because it is challenging. Another thing that I'm going to ask you to do is make sure that when I give a homework assignment or anything, that you make sure you take care of your homework. We can't constantly go back every time and give you time to do your homework, okay? So I'm going to move back onto the slide so that you can kind of see basically what we're going to be doing today, okay? Okay, so today we're going to be doing 2 things so that we can get to know just how you are about interacting with others and just speaking, just talking. Because whether you realize it or not, anytime you say something to someone, that's public speaking. So whether it's one person or a million gazillion people that you're speaking in front of, that is considered public speaking. So today we're going to start off with storytelling and getting to know you activities, okay? So first of all, everybody is going to play this activity. It's called Would You Rather. So we're going to talk about the very first one. And Sophie, we're going to have you start off with it. The question is, would you rather play video games or play outside? And tell us what you would rather do and why. And then everybody else will fall in and tell us what they think.
I would rather play outside because I don't play video games that much.
Okay. Very good. Very good. All right. Move on to the next person. Sean, what would you do?
I would rather play outside because like it's fun, like playing with my friends. It's like more fun.
Okay. Wow. That's cool. All right, Harry, what would you do? What would you rather?
This is really hard because these are both really these questions are really tricky, but I would rather play outside because there's more options in playing outside than playing video games because like in less area, but if you're playing outside there's lots of choices you can choose from.
Evan, what would you do? Play video games or play outside? What would you rather?
I would rather play outside because if you play too much video games, you might get bored of it. And then playing outside, you never get bored. You always have something to do.
You guys, I'm gonna tell you this much. Okay, so like I'm a high school teacher and I've never lately, more kids say they would rather play video games than go outside. You guys are an anomaly. Do you know what an anomaly is? Never heard that term? That means that you guys do things that are out of the ordinary in an awesome way. So I am so proud of you for wanting to go play outside. All right, so we're gonna start with you, Evan. We're gonna have you lead the second one. Would you rather have unlimited potato chips or candy? Have you made the decision yet, Mr. Evan?
No.
Oh my goodness, that's a hard one. Chips or candy?
Probably chips.
Okay, why?
Because they don't do too much effect to your body.
All right. Harry, what do you have to say? Are you there, Harry?
Yes, I am. So I would choose chips because instead of candy, chips, instead of lots of sugar, chips have lots of sodium, but sodium is still good for you because it's like the mineral that you need to like survive. It's like it helps lots of your glands and organs, and um chips, even though chips have lots of fat, they still are better than candy in my opinion.
What about you, Sophie?
So I would choose chips, even though I might choose candy because
Uh-huh.
because candy is because it matters, but because candy can sometimes be not that rich in sugar, but chips also can sometimes be rich in salt.
Uh-huh. All right, Sean, your turn.
I would choose chips if like the candy wouldn't like taste good, but if it was like candy, like chocolate, then like I would take it because like I like candy more. But like it depends on the candy.
Okay, very good. Did we leave anyone out? Everybody get a chance to say what they would choose? So let's move on to the next one. Magic carpet that flies or a personal robot? Let's see. Sean, your turn. Start first. Would you rather a magic carpet that flies or a personal robot? Which one?
I want to have a personal robot because it can do lots of chores in the house.
Oh, so you would rather have someone do chores than fly. All right, who's next? Mr. Evan.
I would rather have a magic carpet that flies because it would be cool to ride on it. But if you have a little personal robot, you can't get too lazy.
Very good, Evan. All right, so what about you, Miss Sophie?
I would choose a magical carpet because a personal robot, first of all, they're kind of freaky, and second of all, they can break down, and if it does too much things that you would that humans can do, humans basically have like no meaning to live without doing simple daily things or like interacting with other people rather than using the robot.
All right, Mr. Harry.
Maybe I was going to choose a personal robot, but after I heard what Sophie said, I'm also going to choose a magic carpet that flies because a magic carpet is way easier to take care of, and a personal robot you might have to charge every day, and it might actually be freaky sometimes. And wishing t- I've I've always wished to fly, so like flying is like something that I want. So having a magic carpet's basically the same thing.
Number 4. So would it be you, Harry? Have you started off on one yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so you have number 4. Would you rather one eye in the middle of your head or 2 noses?
I would choose one eye in the middle of your head because having 2 eyes is more dangerous because they could get hit more easily, but only having one eye focuses images that you see. It focuses images and it's less sensitive, and and having 2 noses is more risky.
Okay, very good, Harry. All right, Sophie, what do you think?
I would have an eye in the middle of my head because you can see more better and you can see things that probably you couldn't see with 2 eyes. Also, having 2 noses, I just personally think that's a bit freaky.
Yes. All right, so where's Evan?
Here. So I would rather have one eye in the middle of my head because if you have two noses, you couldn't see.
Hmm.
And having one eye, so you can see, which is more safer because if you can't see, you'll bump into all these kind of mysterious stuff you don't know.
Very interesting. Okay, did everybody say? I think everybody said. I think I would rather an eye as well. I don't think I would want two noses myself. All right, last but not least, this is the last one. Would you rather be able to fly or be invisible? So tell me, Sophie, you started it off today, so let's go ahead and finish it off. Would you rather be able to fly or be invisible?
I would rather want to fly because I feel like being invisible, there's nothing really to hide yourself from. And also being invisible, I feel like there wouldn't be much purpose as to fly where you can avoid traffic and go to places easier.
Very good. Evan?
Well, flying is one good thing and being invisible is okay, but flying has more risk of getting hurt. So I would choose invisible.
Okay, very good. And last but not least, Mr. Harry.
I would choose to be invisible because I've always wanted to scare people, but I didn't have the right things, the techniques. So if I was invisible, I could scare people even easier. And flying, like Evan said, also hurts people. And it's really dangerous because like maybe you'll accidentally fly inside like a really tight room and then you might hurt yourself or something. Like adding more on to what Evan said. And being invisible is more cool, I guess. Personally.
Very good. I think so too. I think there's pros and cons to both. Well, you guys did this really well. I liked the way you responded, and I like how you took good opportunities to kind of think about what you wanted to say and everything. So I think we have the beginnings of an amazing public speaking class. Guess what we're going to be doing next? Do you remember what we said at the beginning? Can you see it? Somebody tell it.
Storytelling.
Yes, storytelling. Now we're going to see just how great you are with telling stories and your imagination and being able to communicate that. Okay, so we're going to start. And basically, let me show you what I have here. I have this really nice box. I love it. One of my favorite boxes. And I have items in this box. And I am going to open the box. You want to know what's inside the box? It's not an animal or anything like that because I don't have holes in it. They couldn't breathe. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay? But we're going to start. We always start as telling a story with once upon a time. Okay? But I am going to open the box and I'm going to pull something out of it. And when you see that object, you have to start bringing and telling the story. So all I'm going to say is once upon a time. And then you're going to add something to the story. Now, when you're ready, when you're finished adding your part of the story, what I want you to do is, can y'all see the names of everybody? Once you're finished telling your part of the story, then you're going to say, now it's whoever's turn that you see, okay? And we're going to keep going round and round until somebody says the end. Got it? So Harry, you're going to be first. I'm not
Oh,
looking, so I don't know what I'm going to pull out of this. I hope it doesn't bite me. Once upon a time, Harry.
there was a toy named Buzzy. He was the greatest man in the world, and he could do anything that you imagined. He could fly, he could shoot lasers out of his eyes. He was basically the person under Superman. He was so strong that he could carry a whole building with his pinky. Then now I'm done. Now I'm done.
Okay, who you gonna call on next? With this pinky until,
I'm gonna call Evan.
all right, until, here we go, Evan. Ready to pass it on to Sophie? All right, so then, Sophie, we're gonna go back to Harry, or whatever you wanna add, and then and then Evan, your turn. So now we're passing it on to Sophia, back to Sophia. And then, would you like to end the story? Is it May or me? I don't know what your name is. You want to end the story for? These guys don't want to end the story. Can you please end this story? Let me give another object and you got to end the story, okay? It's a rock. End the story. Hey, everybody clap. It's over. He said the end. Clap. Oh, you guys did a wonderful job. Awesome, 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 awesome. Okay. What'd you think about that? That was a crazy story, right? We're gonna do one more thing, and then if you decide you want to keep going with me for next week, I do have a homework assignment. It's a really cute homework assignment that we're going to, I'm gonna have you do, but we're gonna do one more thing, okay? Are you ready? With learning public speaking, we also do something called voice drills to help us articulate better and to sound better when we deliver speeches. So we're gonna do a couple of voice drills that I share with my speech and debate kids, okay? The first one, I want you to repeat after me when I say it, okay? And watch my mouth, how I do things, okay? This is gonna help you pronounce the words correctly, and it's going to help you sound better when you're speaking, okay? This one is called, repeat after me, the tip of the tongue, that's right, the roof of the mouth, the lips, and the teeth. The roof of the mouth, the tip of the tongue, the lips, and the teeth. One more time, the roof of the mouth, the tip of the tongue, the lips, and the teeth. Very good, very good, very good. Awesome, you guys rock. Okay, here's another question I have for you. What do you think is the hardest thing about public speaking? Hardest thing in the world? You think so? Nothing is hard about public speaking? All right, well, I can agree with you with that. We want to have fun too with this thing called public speaking. All right? Last minute speeches, impromptu speeches, where they're not really last minute, but you get the topic and you have like 1 minute to come up with a speech. Yes. So it's a lot of practice. It's a lot of preparation. You're absolutely correct, Evan. And guess what? Once we master this thing called public speaking, you're going to start realizing that you have some really great things to say, and you have some really great things to share, and it's going to build up your self-confidence, and you're going to get a lot of respect for what you have to say. Okay, it's very important to be able to express your ideas. And so that's what this class is about, getting you the opportunity to express your ideas. We're going to do a couple of activities that will be fun. Then we're going to have you do speeches that help to make a difference in the lives of others. So there's going to be speeches that we do about what we would like to teach the world. There will be speeches that you might get to do a persuasive speech where you create a product and you want us to buy your product. Persuasion. There's other speeches where we do more serious speeches like what's happening in the world today, like I mentioned to you before. Okay, that's the biggest thing that I tell my students that I teach. Your words matter and you matter, and what you have to say is important. So let me share with you what the homework assignment is going to be. And then it's about time for us to say goodbye. Here's our homework assignment. It's called the Me Box. And what I'm asking you to do is find a box and place 5 items in that box that you really, really, really like, or that it represents you and your interests. You can decorate the box if you would like to show us more of your personality. That's absolutely fine if you want to do that. So as you can see in the picture, they have people that put decorations, flowers, and different things on the outside of their box. Some of them have like a shoe box or a coloring box. It can be anything you want, okay? But be prepared to share your 5 items with the class and tell us why you chose the box that you placed it in. This is what we're going to do the very next time we meet. And then after that, we'll do some other activities to get you prepared for your first semi-formal speech. Guys, it was very, very, very nice meeting you tonight. And you guys are wonderful. You have really good things to share, and I'm looking forward to working with you.